Hi everyone, happy St. Patrick's Day. I was thinking that maybe we would try to do a drawing. I'm hoping to get to you every day with a little doodle today, and I thought since it's St. Patrick's Day, let's go ahead and do a drawing of a leprechaun. So you'll need some paper and a pencil. If you want to color it in, grab some markers or crayons, and we can get started. All right, here we go. I'm going to be drawing with a Sharpie just so you can see my drawing a little bit easier. And I just have some regular printer paper here. Pretty much any paper will be fine. I'm going to start with my leprechaun's eyes, pretty much in the middle of the paper, and two circles about the size of a quarter. From there, I'll do two more circles inside, a little bit smaller. And then one more circle in the very middle. It looks kind of like a bullseye, doesn't it? The center circle, I'm going to color in and leave a little tiny white spot. That will look like the sparkle in the eyes. There we go. From here, I'm going to add the nose, which is a big oval shape. If you want to close it the whole way, you can. I just left mine open a little tiny bit. Next, I'm going to make my leprechaun's cheeks. So from there, I'm going to make a big bump up and down. Same thing on the other side, a big bump up and down. Now I'm going to give my leprechaun a couple of freckles. And next, a big smile. And my smile is going to be open. So I'll start with a little curve here and a slightly bigger curve underneath. There we go. Nice big smile. And maybe a couple little lines for cheeks on the sides. Inside the mouth, I want to give my leprechaun some nice bright white teeth. So I'm going to start with a small line underneath, almost another little smile. And a little frown inside, and that's my leprechaun's tongue. I'm just coloring in the extra space here with my marker, but you can leave it white for now and color in with marker later. That's your choice. All right, now my face is coming together. I think my leprechaun could use some eyebrows. So I'm heading back up to the eyes. And just making like a frown and a loop. There we go. Now it's a nice happy face. Let's see, how about from the side of the cheek, we're going to have a line up, about to the eyebrow, do the same on both sides for the side of the face. And now I'm going to jump over to my leprechaun's hat. So for there, I'm going to make a line that goes across the head. And I usually curve a little bit so it looks a little round. It doesn't really matter what direction. I think mine's going to be kind of a frown shape, but you could have yours straight across or a little smile. That's really up to you. So I'm going to make my frown. And if you notice, it does go past my head, and that's okay. What I'll do at the side right here is I'm going to curve back to the head. So it almost looks like a V on its side. I'll do the same thing over here. From the side of that big frown, I'm going to curve back to hit the head. That makes it look like my leprechaun is actually wearing the hat. All right, over here from that first frown I did, a little line up, jump over here, and a little line up. How's it coming so far? Looking good? All right, this is going to be the brim of the hat. So I'm going to connect those two little lines, all the way over like this. And now I can add the top of the hat. Now I'm almost running out of space at the top. If you're running out of space too, not a big deal. You could have the top of your hat go off the paper, or if you want it to be a shorter hat, that's fine too. I think mine's going to be a really tall hat, so my hat might go right off the top of the paper, just like that. Now I do need to add the buckle or the little strap up here as well. So I'm going to start somewhere in the middle of the hat, and make kind of a little rectangle right here. And that will be the inside of the buckle. And then I'll add another one outside of it. There we go. And from the buckle, a line over to one side of the hat and a line over to the other. So now my leprechaun has a big strap and buckle. But he's not looking quite leprechaun-y yet. He doesn't have all of his hair in his beard. That's something we need to add next. So I'm going to start from the hat here, and I'm going to draw a line straight down from the cheek. Now, because I use the marker, I have a little line in here. I'm not too worried about that. I'll probably add some lines in there to kind of fill it in a little bit later, so you really won't notice the extra little spot. Do the same thing over here from the top of the hat. Draw a line down. Now, I didn't go the whole way down to the cheek. I left a little space, but if you went the whole way down, not a big deal. All right, now I'm going to add some zigzag lines to make it look like a really big bushy beard. If you want yours to be a curly beard, you could add a bumpy line. That's really up to you. So from this little dot right here, I'm going to start adding my zigzag line out and in and out and in to give him his big bushy beard all the way down to the bottom. And I stopped about in the middle, and that way my zigzags on this side can go the other direction. Zigzag all the way down for his big bushy beard. Now I still have this little spot up here that wasn't finished, so I'm just going to put a little line where his bottom lip would be. Just a little straight line, 2 little lines down, and then curve over to meet the cheeks. Now, so far I just have this head kind of floating in space. So I'm going to give my leprechaun a couple of shoulders, just a line from the beard out to the side of the page, the same on both sides. Now you can decide what you want your leprechaun to wear. Maybe he's wearing a bow tie, maybe he's wearing a big sweater. I don't know. That's going to be up to you. So mine might be wearing a suit, a jacket. So I have a couple of lines down, a couple more lines, little zigzag, and maybe, well, his beard's kind of covering up his tie. Maybe I'll just give him a button shirt. There we go. All right, and I think that's about it for my leprechaun drawing. Oh, I forgot his ears. Over here, right where those little corners go in, I'm going to draw a little bump, out, another little line. Now he can hear us. There we go. 2 little bumps, and now he has some ears. That looks a little bit better. Now it's time to add some color, so you can grab your crayons and markers and color your leprechaun in. I hope you enjoyed drawing our leprechaun today. Come back tomorrow and we'll have something new that we'll doodle together. See you tomorrow.